This is ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. Delighted to be joined by a victorious Kevin Cronin, the King of Moria, getting the job done against a tough Grant Dennis. How you feel? You said to me on Wednesday you will see King of Moria 2.0. Sum up that performance for us.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was smart. It was not the usual, I suppose, just engaging. That's always going to be there. Can't show too much, of course, with the fight coming up. I know I was saying I'm bending it, but it's always going to be at the back of my mind. Yeah, look, I thought the jab was landing at will. I never used my jab, so there was a lot of tonight was get used to that jab, get moving about. I was talking to Grant after, he was expecting me to come at him, and he said he was going to try to step back and counter me, so my game plan kind of put him off. Yeah, I thought it was comfortable enough. Felt more like a spar, like I was in there learning bits. I was supposed to a bit of experience now. I was listening to my corner, taking in what they were saying. There was maybe 2 or 3 points where I kind of had a buzz, but he wasn't ready to go. And I know them things now that I'm not gonna just jump all over him and blow the gasket, because I just getting used to that with time and experience, and not letting get to the crowd, the crowd get to me and jump all over him. But yeah, I was happy enough. Like every time I did, let's say maybe hurt him a bit, I could hear my corner shouting restart, which to me meant he's not ready to go. Don't go right on top of him, restart it, go back to the centre of the ring, start picking him off again. And that's kind of what we done. I didn't go looking for the stoppage at any point. I just boxed a smart fight instead. Just went to sail my way to a win and try to come through it cut free and scar free, and thankfully I did that. There was a clash of heads at the end. I was shitting, but there was even a point in there. Grant's a very nice fella, like, and it's like we got along too well, even in the weigh-ins and stuff yesterday when we banged the heads, and he was in there, he's like, oh shit, and he's like, you okay? And I was like, yeah, are you okay? And the ref was like, will you box? So it was you kind of nearly need to have something against someone in there. You need to hate him a bit, but no, I think I boxed smart and got the win. Yeah.
Was he as tough as you expected? You know, we know that he's been in the ring with a lot of top operators. You were full of compliments from the other day. Was he as tough and as kind of wily as expected?
Yeah, definitely as tough as expected, and cute too, like Joe was saying. He was well able to hide things. Like there was a few points where I hit him to the body with backhands, and he wasn't showing anything, but I knew myself these are bothering you. So I could see him fading. I'm not gonna lie, when we came into the 6th round, I didn't know we were in the 6th round since the final round, and I think I'm not a 6th round fighter anymore. Minimum 10, I think. Like, as in my run out should be 10 rounds, because it didn't knock anything out of me. I had another 6 rounds in the tank there, Joe. So that might be a night for my 6 rounders, Joe. 10 rounders from here out minimum.
And now a big fight coming up in October against CROWLEY. Can fully focus on that now. Is it straight back into a camp for that, or will you give yourself a bit of time off before that?
This was always just kind of the one camp. It was the stop off in the camp without thinking about the last part. Obviously we weren't trying to overlook Grant, because Grant is tough, and seeing it there, he was looking for some bangers, especially in the last round. He came with a few swings, so yeah, the camp continues. Look, I'm not going, like, we're going to go out tonight and celebrate, but I'm not drinking, John. My missus might sleep in an hour or 2 in the morning. I'll be on the road doing a 10K, John. I'm straight back to work in the morning with and the road work, and then Monday we're back in the boxing gym, back doing what I do, back doing what I love doing. Yeah, look forward to now 5 weeks time. There'll be no worries. The cuts ended. I can go in, I can engage, I can do my thing, I can make a life hell for a call. But there is a few little things that need to be sorted out with that fight first, because there was never a sit down and talk about it, titles, anything like that. It was just offered to me to say, would I do it for the Irish title? I said, yeah. No, definitely not backing out of it or anything like that. We must just sit down tonight and try to get the Irish title on the line. As far as I know, I win tonight, the Irish title's on the line.
And finally, before we go, just on that fight, are you coming for the knockout in October, or is it get the win? Any means necessary?
Any means necessary, but of course, title fight. You see how I live up to the hype when it comes to the step-ups. When it comes to the 50-50 fights, I step it up 10 levels. Like there, first gear, the way I can explain that is I was sparring. I was just picking them off my jab, working my jab. actually kind of hoping to land on the backhands to the body and just like the short uppercuts I knew weren't even landing but were hitting the guard. They were all just trying to hide for that left hook to come around his rib cage. That's what I was looking for, but he knew that and he was turning away with him, and I asked him after and he knew they were coming. He said he kind of knew I was going to try set for that, so every time he got in close he was turning off. But yeah, look, that's just the cuteness of him, like, and how good he is. But of course, yeah, if I see an opening on October 10th, night.
We leave it there. We leave you to enjoy the rest of the night. Congratulations and roll on October.
Thanks very much.
Cheers. Take care.
Appreciate it. Thank you.